Hello, my name is Sheila Polotnik. This is Tuesday Mornings with Sheila, and this is my show. This is my very first episode that I'm doing, and I feel a lot awkward, but I want to do this. I think it's going to be really cool. My intention is to do something local that have a show that talks about our community in Benton and Morgan counties, things that are going on, the schools, business owners, highlight events, just things like that, and just kind of make it really community orientated, show that people here in Benton and Morgan counties can tune in, see what's going on, see if there's something they want to do this coming weekend, see if, what the new businesses are. We'll have sponsors. I want to highlight, like I said, local businesses, and just really get a feel for, I guess we can also include Pettis County. So Sedalia, Warsaw, Cole Camp, Versailles, Stover, Laurie, Sunrise Beach. So essentially that kind of area, because I live in Cole Camp and I work in Laurie, so I do both, and my daughter lives in Sedalia, so I am always in those locations quite frequently. So I really feel I'm also very community orientated. So a little bit about my background. So I am born and raised in Colorado and recently moved to Missouri, and by recently I mean it's been 6 years now? 6 years, I think. We've lived here in Cole Camp 3.5 years. So we moved here from Colorado, and then I got into real estate. I'm a real estate agent. When my daughter turned 9, she joined Western Airs, which is a mounted drill team out of Jefferson County, Colorado, and I became a volunteer. And I really loved working with children. I also volunteered at her schools. I worked a little bit part-time as a para with special needs students at my daughter's schools while she was growing up. Mostly I was a stay-at-home mom, take care of her. When she was at school, I did other stuff, like I said, a para and things. She went to 4-H and again volunteered. I love volunteering. I love working with kids. I loved kids. I learned a lot through the 4-H program. And I just really fell in love with helping. At that time in Colorado, right before we left Colorado, we lived in a community that had a community well, and it was approximately, I think it was like 250 homes on one well, and so we had a water board, and it was all volunteer. So I volunteered for that water board, as well as all the boards and different projects and stuff I did with 4-H. And then when we moved to Missouri, and we got our daughter back into 4-H, and so we volunteered with that. And when she turned 16 and no longer needed mama, I got a career. That's when I started doing real estate. And she didn't want to do 4-H anymore. And now she's grown and I'm a grandma. So she's married and off in her own space. She lives in Sedalia, and so my grandbaby. But I didn't have anything, and I found out about Rotary International. So I joined Rotary, and it's like a grown-up 4-H for me. So I do that. So I love giving back to the community, volunteering, donating my time and money, and whatever I can do. I'm also really big on Go Local and promoting local businesses. I think, I don't want to say I despise Walmart. It's a little harsh, especially considering out here we don't have a lot of choice, and I do go to Walmart and it's not that bad. But with that said, if I can go to a local grocery store, I would rather do that. They just can't stock what Walmart can. But I try to always buy local whenever I possibly can. So those are things that I want to highlight in these things in my little shows here. I think I want to keep them. I'll have to come up with a time frame, maybe 15 minutes or less, somewhere in there. I don't want to go crazy and get it, I don't want to take up all your day. I just, quick things. Let's talk about the community. Let's talk about business owners. Let's talk about the schools, who's, winning at volleyball or whatever. I want to do that, and I want to keep, people informed, and that's kind of my goal here, is just to have a community-based podcast. I guess I'm going to do this on multiple forums. It'll be like a vlog, it'll be like a podcast and a radio show. So I'm going to do it on a couple of different forums. Platforms, I guess is the better word. So I'm going to do it on a couple different platforms and see what kind of comes out of it. I might put in some real estate stuff because that's my occupation. So, but mostly it's just going to be community orientated, community driven. So I just want to, I'm like so awkward. Oh, let me just scratch my arm while I'm in the middle of a video. Anyway, so yeah, now I'm blushing. It's pretty sad when I have to make myself blush here. Yeah. Anyway, how about if I say anyway again? So that is me. I also, what else about me? I have 27 acres here in Coal Camp. I have a little farm. I call it my homestead sometimes. Sometimes I call it my farm. I have chickens. We raise cows and pigs and guinea hens and German shepherds and whatever comes our way. Oh, goats. I got my goats, my milk goats. But because I do real estate, I really don't have time. So I didn't grow a garden last year at all this year at all, because I just don't have time. Real estate in the spring is hopping, and especially down at the lake where I do a lot of stuff, and so just too busy to do it. But I do work my farm. We are planting an orchard. We are gaining in our livestock, our chickens. I sell eggs. I sell fertilized eggs for incubation. I sell farm fresh eggs. I like to sell my farm fresh eggs for Rotary International's iPour project. I'll probably talk to y'all about that more. For now, that's the one I really like. It might change because I'm still super new to Rotary as well. I haven't learned all about their different projects, just some of it. So working on that. It's super amazing. I love giving back. I love the way that the community comes together to help people. I'll be telling you about Pumpkin Chunkin'. Yeah, I'm the food vendor committee chair. So I'm working on that. So I'll definitely be talking about Pumpkin Chunkin' coming up. It's super cool. But I have my farm, 27 acres here. And like I said, I sometimes call it my farm, sometimes I call it my homestead, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. Then I have real estate, and I'm a grandma. So at the time of this recording, she is my granddaughter. I call her Vivi. Her name's Viola Rose. And I call her Vivi. And she's a month old. So I am super excited and to be a grandma, and so that's probably a huge part of my life is going to be. I can't get enough of her. And so yeah, so this is going to be like a Sedalia, Warsaw, Westlake kind of local-ish thing. And I know that the local people here, like the the Sedalia, like Coal Camp people, don't really consider themselves lake people. It's kind of like this weird thing, but Versailles and Gravois kind of like all that do. But I I don't know. That's where I spend my time. So that's the communities that I am involved in and I want to give back to. And so that's where I'll be. And right now you can see, like, I'm in my parlor, I call it. I have a wood burning stove here at the house. It's because my desk is so messy. I don't want you to see it. Yeah, it's over there. Sometimes I'll be outside. Sometimes we'll be at my desk when I clean it. Sometimes I might be at the office when I do these. These are just going to be in Tuesday mornings. I will probably, right now it's 8:45, but typically I'll probably record these early in the morning. I'm an early riser. I usually get up sometime between 3 and 4 a.m. I'll probably get them done early, so more than likely they won't be outside because it's still dark at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll get them uploaded, edited, and then uploaded, edited, whatever, all that stuff, and get it on stuff for people for Tuesday. Maybe I'll be doing it Mondays afternoons, maybe. That way I can upload and do all of that. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. This is just the first one. Just wanted to introduce myself, tell you what I'm doing, what my intentions are, and where we're going from here. I'm so excited to get involved with local small business owners, highlight them, and just have a local channel for the people here. A way for locals to, communicate, talk about what's going on. If you have any questions, email me or text me 660-620-0563 or message me. Send me a friend request on Facebook, Sheila Polotnik RE. That's my real estate one. So make sure to do that one. And because my private Facebook is super, super private. But my one that says Sheila Polotnik RE is my public one. So if you have any questions, or you want me to talk about something, or you want me to talk about a fundraiser, something that's going on in the community, let me know. SheilaJPolotnik@gmail.com. I will be happy to go, and what I want to do is do interviews. So some of these might be recorded in pieces other places, and then I'll edit it all together. We'll see how I do it. Video editing, not sure. But if you want me to do that, you have any questions, you want a business that you think needs to be highlighted and sponsored, I already have quite a few in mind because there's such a great, amazing amount of people in these communities. I just love here in Missouri, in Middle Missouri. And I know I don't say it like a little Missouri. I'm sorry, I am from Colorado. I say Missouri. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you turn in. I hope this really helps the community come together and become a place for us to share each other's achievements and the community achievements, and just, for our community and helping us. So thank you, and it looks like I'm at 13.5 minutes, so maybe I will keep it under 15 minutes. That's perfect. Thanks for tuning in.